pushing me, you're shoving me. You still love me, you still love me. Push it on me, push it on me. Just right there is a good example of why these debates or conversations often bring out the worst in us. We allow this to push our buttons, and often it brings out a side of us that we rarely show. We show our asses, so to speak. The frustration, anger, rage that we've built up inside starts to come forth, and sometimes unjustly so. If you could just see it my way. If only you would listen. If only... Damn it, you're really starting to piss me off. Listen, just fucking listen. You stupid, arrogant, moronic, asshole, fuck-faced twat waffle. Ugh! Sometimes that's not what we say, but we're thinking it. Debates concerning religion often get extremely heated, and feelings start to get flared up. These qualities that we possess are not innately bad, but they are qualities we aren't always proud to have. I wouldn't say that we misrepresent ourselves when we let our emotions get the best of us. Our not so good qualities are still what make us who we are, and we all have character flaws. We are not perfect. We're merely human. When we are sometimes painted with a very broad brushstroke of atheist, it causes people to make assumptions about our character, which sometimes causes rage, anger, and frustration for the lack of another's understanding of what atheist means in your regard. It's like we are by default evil, immoral, intolerant, foolish, pathetic, angry, unhappy, lack of peace, wisdom, and so much more. When someone of a different belief often say things about atheists, it tends to get under our skin. We scratch at it until a wound forms. Now we're wounded. A scab forms over it, and we start to become more callous, more thick-skinned, until one day we decide to remove our callousness and shed the skin. There's pain, hurt, relief, and healing in the process. Now let's break down this metaphor that I just used. This lashing out against atheists, saying we're all the evil in the world, or whatever it is. It gets to us sort of like a mosquito bite. It's irritating, it itches. So we scratch at it. We retort back to what they are saying, and we keep trying to make them see where we're coming from. And they lash out, and so we lash out, and finally we become wounded by it, which causes us to react in a defensive manner. Over time, we repeat this vicious cycle of wounding, scabbing over, and becoming more callous. The more callous we become, the less it matters to respond to it. The more cold we become to it. It's like what doesn't kill us will only make a stronger mentality. We start to care less and less what people interpret atheism as. Finally, we have an epiphany and realize that we've become the one thing that we don't like. Thus we start to shed the skin, and sometimes it's painful and hurts. There's a relief and healing in that process. This is what makes us all the same, our need to improve ourselves for the better. Sometimes it takes someone pushing us to our preconceived limits for us to truly realize that we have become everything we dislike about others. Yes, we must look introspectively at ourselves to connect to the world around us. Try to think like the other person, and when we debate, we often forget this, that we should take into consideration what the opposing side is saying and analyze that, not the person. Relate it to what we know, and if we don't know, then don't make up an answer. Find the answer. I think the reason why religion or God gets people flared up is because it's very personal. People base a lot of their identity on the labels they generalize themselves with. The labels should never be who we are. We should define our labels, whatever it might be. Our thoughts, our emotions, our beliefs are all a part of our identity. It is what makes us so great, but often keeps us so separated. Can't we look past these labels, these words that build up walls against us? Understand that we all have faults, issues, problems. We all want to be loved and cared for. Can we reach out of understanding that we are all diverse in our own ways? That all of us have prejudices and biases, that we all have some good qualities if we just lay down our prejudices and biases to see them as a human being. That's true understanding and compassion that reaches from the depths of our heart out to another person. My goal, my passion in life is that when I finally leave this world, I will have left behind a legacy of some sort. That I will have influenced the world in some way, no matter how small it might be. Sarahon, thanks for asking the question. I hope that my answer was insightful. Peace, love, and understanding. Team Demon. Hoorah!